All right, hello and welcome back to another We've Been Different video. Today's video, we are finally here, Super Bowl week. This Sunday, we got the 49ers versus the Kansas City Chiefs. We are going to make our final prediction for the NFL season. I appreciate you guys tagging along with me for this long. If you've been writing out since week one, if you are here since recently, I still appreciate you. If you are clicking on this video for the first time, not familiar with my channel, I still appreciate you because I just enjoy having these conversations, and whenever I get other people to join along, super dope. Now, who do I think will win between the Niners and the Chiefs? Before I get to that, don't worry, I'm not doing some long discussion with something else. I'm just going to show you guys my original bracket. Now, I'm not proud to say that I missed a lot. Let's just get into it real quick. So I had the Browns winning. I had the Bills winning there. I did have the Chiefs winning here, but I had the Bills beating the Chiefs in the divisional. I had the Ravens winning there, which was normal. I had the Ravens getting to the Super Bowl and winning the Super Bowl, but I was left massively disappointed with the entire play of that offense. Lamar Jackson didn't show up the way he needed to. Zay Flowers made some amazing plays, but crucial mistakes, to put it lightly. And then on the other side, I got the Eagles wrong, but it's not a big deal because I had the Niners winning anyway. And then I got the Cowboys wrong. Not a big deal because I had the Lions losing and the Cowboys losing to the Niners if either were to make it. So here we are now. We have the Niners and the Chiefs. So who do I think will win? Considering I have not made a prediction with these two teams yet, I'm going to be a little spicy. Not really, because according to sportsbooks, the Niners are minus 124, which puts them about 52%, 53%. Something along the lines of not much. Small advantage. I would have to agree with sportsbooks in that I think the Niners will win the Super Bowl. Here's my reasoning why, for anyone that might be a little confused as to why I wouldn't go with the super on fire Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Rashee Rice and co. My reasoning is simple. I think that San Francisco is the only offense in the entire league that is truly unstoppable unless they stop themselves. Truly. I think what the Chiefs have been able to hang their hat on, is that a phrase I can use here? I think what the Chiefs are able to be happy about no matter what is their defense has been super solid. They did a good job against the Bills, a phenomenal job against the Dolphins, a phenomenal job against the Ravens. But I am a true believer that no matter what you have to say about Brock Purdy, you can't deny this offense as a whole has been the most consistent probably across the entire season. My reasoning is this. Their running game is pure. When you have Christian McCaffrey leading the way, that's an expected part of the game plan. But not only that, when you have weapons like Debo, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, all of a sudden Brock Purdy wanting to scramble. Not only that, Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield when it comes to receiving work. You have an immensely talented offense. Then when you put that all under one mastermind play caller in Kyle Shanahan, always making sure this offense puts up numbers, you have the 49ers. And I think they're going to win for that reason alone. I think their defense is extremely suspect. Extremely. And I think no matter what kind of defense they have, whether it's the best version of themselves or the mid version of themselves, I think KC is going to do work regardless on the offensive end. But here's my thing. I think KC is going to have a hard time putting up 30 plus, right? I think we can go for 28 here, right? 4 touchdowns, maybe 27. KC's offense is going to eat, but they are probably the worst they've ever been offensively between all their Super Bowl teams with this specific roster. I think the Niners are going to have a hell of an offensive game plan similar to the Chiefs, but the difference will be KC's defense, which has been extremely important for this team, will not be relied upon in this specific day. The Niners will eat. Again, the only way the Niners aren't amazing on defense is if they stop themselves, not if the defense stops them. So Big question is, what kind of Brock Purdy are we going to see? Are we going to see turnover happy Brock Purdy? Or are we going to see last week's Brock Purdy where he's scrambling when they need it most and making the throws that he needs to make? These are the questions we have, and that's why I think it's so close. But even then, you can't disregard Patrick Mahomes. You can't disregard what that team is doing. Obviously, Andy Reid leading the way there. They could easily win this game just as much as anyone could say the Niners could win this game. I think no matter what, though, it's going to be within probably 6-ish points. I would say, if I was a betting man, I would say Niners win by 3 exactly, or by 6 exactly. Reason why I say that is because I think they win by a field goal for 1, or I think that the Niners are up 3, they kick a field goal, they're up 6, and then the Chiefs have to score to win, because that would be the most suspenseful shit ever that the NFL would be happy about. Showing Taylor Swift on the broadcast, oh my God, Travis Kelce caught a ball. But I think the Niners D in that final drive would hold KC, right? Would hold KC to anything but a touchdown. They might give up a shit ton of yards. I think this defense will bend, but I don't think they'll break. My prediction is the Niners win by exactly 3 or by exactly 6. I could be very wrong. No matter what, though, it will be a close game because both of these offenses will eat. Now, for those of you wondering about storylines, what could happen? Whose legacy does this massively boost? For one, Patrick Mahomes would have his 3rd ring, which would be unreal. This soon, at least. Like, his 3rd ring would be massive. Obviously, Travis Kelce getting his 3rd ring would also probably cement him as the greatest tight end of all time. Probably. I guess it just depends on who you ask, but I think most people would say Travis Kelce. They might say Travis Kelce already, but if he wins the Super Bowl, that's 3 Super Bowls with his resume, most yards in playoffs in history, beating Jerry Rice. Like, I think people would just call him the GOAT tight end flat out. With the Niners, Brock Purdy's legacy would skyrocket as the last pick in the draft. Kyle Shanahan would finally get that long-awaited Super Bowl that has evaded him throughout this time. Christian McCaffrey would be cemented as an even greater running back of all time. He's already a Hall of Famer, to be honest with you, but you could legitimately have a discussion where you say he's top 5 or something along the line. You could already make that argument, maybe, but with the Super Bowl, that would be huge. George Kittle, obviously it would massively help him, but I don't know where that would put him on the all-time list. Debo, I wouldn't really thread the needle on the all-time list. I think the people it helps most for sure are Kyle Shanahan, Brock Purdy, and Christian McCaffrey. I could be missing another person, but obviously with the Chiefs, Andy Reid might be pushing for that greatest coach of all time. If they already have 3, maybe they could get 6, right? But depending on how much time Andy Reid has left, I guess. But I'm making huge assumptions here if the Chiefs were to win. Because if the Chiefs win this year, I think every year they can just fucking win, because this year was the most beatable they ever looked. So if they win this year, oh man, this Chiefs team, they're going for like 5 or 6, bro. All right, before we leave, I wanted to take a quick look at the Super Bowl ticket prices, because I'm just curious is all, and how much expensive they are. So if you wanted to get nosebleeds, section 435, boom, row 10, where is that shit? That's right here. If you wanted nosebleeds, literal nosebleeds, it would cost you, for 2 tickets, $12,600. For 1, $6,300 plus fees, not including obviously whatever travel expenses you would have, or the food you would buy there, staying at the hotel. That's just the ticket to the game. You are spending a shit ton of money for that. Now, assuming you don't want, nosebleeds, right? Let's see the prices for other ones. So if you wanted tickets to section 126, which would be around the tunnel-ish, keyword-ish, it would cost you $16,920 for 2 tickets. for row 31 of section 126. Let me know who you guys think will win. Let me know your predictions, how this game is going to play out. A lot of people will be watching. Some people are looking forward to the halftime show. Some people will be betting a shit ton of money on all kinds of promotions because it's probably like the most bet on day of the year. Honestly, definitely is, let's be honest. So gamble responsibly, drink responsibly. If your team loses, you know, I apologize in advance for how you're going to feel, but you'll get through it. If your team wins, celebrate responsibly. Let's just not do anything stupid. Enjoy the game and have fun with whoever you're around. Me personally, I will just be around my girlfriend. I say just, but she's all I need. So it's going to be a hell of a time for me. Probably have snacks, enjoy the game. For those of you watching in big groups, have fun with that. But as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. This is Ollie Been Different. We've been different. And we out.